As we hold the powerful accountable tonight, we've learned Atlanta City Councilman Michael Julian Bond will repay the city thousands of misused tax dollars. It stems from a city ethics investigation launched after 11 Alive's own investigation when our Katie Beck started asking questions. Katie?
Well, Brenda, we did a series of stories about the questionable spending habits of Councilman Bond. We even followed him on 2 out-of-state trips that were paid for with city dollars. Money used on those trips is part of the more than $15,000 Bond will now repay the city to settle his ethics case.
This, we contend, would be in violation of the ethics code.
City Ethics Officer Nina Hickson over and over cited the City Ethics Code.
Section 2-816B, which prohibits city officials and employees from accepting any tickets.
She was citing it to explain the more than a dozen violations she found against Councilman Michael Julian Bond. Things like taking a $3,000 cash advance for city travel and then never taking the trip, or traveling to Washington, D.C. for things other than city business on the city dime.
He also participated in his family reunion during that time.
Party favors for his own high school reunion, multiple years of requesting free VIP event tickets, private tutoring that Bond admits was partially to prepare him for the GRE test he planned to take, and another reunion trip to Boston.
But he did participate in this particular reunion, which did not serve a city purpose.
At the ethics meeting, Bond's representative spoke on his behalf, but when his comments turned defensive instead of apologetic, Hickson interrupted.
This councilman wants to improve himself because the complexion of the city financing.
Madam Chair, I'm sorry.
No, okay, well, let me just finish this.
He proceeded to say Bond is ready to move on.
He accepted the gravity of the charges. There was the discussion of the settlement, and he wants to put this behind him.
Now, while Bond did not attend his settlement hearing, he did issue a public apology statement. He said, "I do acknowledge that I am responsible for the appearance of conflict of interest and violations of the Code of Ethics. Accordingly, I accept full responsibility for my actions and for the operations of my office." The Bond has also repaid the city more than $11,000 to pay back the funds he spent. He will now owe a remaining $3,900 in fines.
And is there a timeline on when he pays that?
We're told there isn't an exact timeline, but these will come from payroll deductions, and it could take up to a year to get that score totally settled.
Wow, but this pretty much closes the book on this now.
This is the end of the investigation.
All right,
Yeah.
Katie, thank you.
Thanks.